I don't know why this is happening, but I have a son to protect, so
I don't have the foggiest idea why this is occurring yet I have a child to secure, so she's at the house his father is there. I'm trusting that that doesn't transform into one more abusive behavior at home, or some likeness thereof in a hurricane of VIP dramatization. The scandalous Wack 100 has hurled himself entirely into the spotlight by working up contention with. In all honesty, Blueface in his heartfelt ensnarements. Yet what precisely has Wack 100's plumes unsettled this time? And is it genuine that he removed CHR from Blueface's home? We'll clutch your seats since we're going to spill every one of the succulent subtleties. Did you notice, like in any event? When you hit him, we took a regulation this truckload of a dressing I get no. It's not a dressing wheel going, it appears to be that Wack 100 is feeling some sort of way about the possibility of Blueface cozying up with. As a matter of fact, Christian Stone, why on the grounds that as per Wack 100 this association could mean something bad for his main concern, you see as Blueface's chief Wack 100 is naturally defensive of his venture. He fears that if Blueface gets too wrapped up in his heartfelt undertakings, it could occupy him from his music vocation, eventually influencing Wack 100's pockets. You got the video, you're unusual. You don't got no video, you would have posted it like you post all the other things. __. Lying it's a story ancient, the deep-rooted fight among affection and cash. Yet what precisely is going on with Blueface and Christian Stone? We'll lock in on the grounds that their relationship is everything except going great. Blueface at present in a correctional facility until the mid-year because of probation infringement winds up entrapped in a snare of dramatization, including his child mom Jade and Alexis, and the puzzling Christian Stone with allegations flying left and right. It's difficult to monitor who's done what to whom. Christian Stone herself has spilled the tea on her wild connection with Blueface, giving us a brief look into their exciting ride sentiment. In spite of their promising and less promising times, she just apparently can't shake him off totally. And I thought, like when you go to prison, you realize I was about to resemble okay, cool, extraordinary. However, at that point, even from in the slammer, Blueface appears still up in the air to keep the flares of their relationship, copying a lot to Christian's bewilderment. Will these two star-crossed sweethearts find their direction back to one another? Or is this simply one more section in their ceaseless soak of affection and treachery? Enter the confounding figure of Wack 100, a name inseparable from the internal functions of the music business, known for his sharp business discernment and proud disposition. Wack 100 has figured out how to cut a specialty for himself in the domain of craftsmen. The executives, with a total assets of $5 million out of 2024. He's not only a supervisor, he's a fork to be dealt with, yet underneath the outer layer of Wack 100's expert persona lies a tangled trap of quarrels and clashes, especially with Chrissy and Rock. Their set of experiences is covered with public disagreements and warmed trades, passing on numerous to consider what genuinely energizes the enmity between them. Might there be more going on than might be immediately obvious? My director just think I'm saying this. Could we at any point keep the individual? One of the most prominent struggles between Wack 100 and Chrisean Rock emitted over virtual entertainment, touching off a firestorm of discussion when Chrisean Rock offered fiery comments, calling both Wack 100 and Blueface gay. Dark 100 burned through no time in terminating back with his very own advance notice. In an enigmatic Instagram post, he advised Kristen against additional incitement, indicating undisclosed privileged insights that could disentangle her painstakingly created picture. Handle them. Generally that handle, all that strange handle at you're not speaking with me, you at any point keep the individual. Yet the show doesn't stop there. Wack 100's dread about Chrisean Rock appears to come from something beyond her heartfelt inclusion with Blueface in a new showdown, caught on the most recent episode of Insane in Love on the Zeus organization. Wack didn't mince his words gruffly, declaring that reality that he's in any event. Showing he moved a lady detracts from the fan base. We as a whole know it's an interruption in a warmed trade whack. Stood up to Chrisean about the negative impacts their relationship could have on Blueface's profession, regardless of Chris' demand that her adoration for Blueface isn't an interruption, and that she adds to her own monetary achievement. Wack stayed unflinching in his position. What you give has been wrecking things, he countered, featuring his interests about the effect of their relationship on Blueface's music. Vacation Hello Man say man what the strain between Wack 100 and Chrisean Rock doesn't appear to be restricted to proficient conflicts. Alone their contention has poured out over into an individual area, with Wack's reactions stretching out to Chrisean's nurturing. While the particulars of Wack's allegations stay hazy, his comments have started hypothesis about the elements among Chrisean and her newborn child Junior. Might there be fundamental issues influencing Cheyenne's capacity to really focus on her kid? Or is Wack's examination simply a strategy to subvert her validity? Now, after delve into the origin story of their quarrel, how about we jump into the latest improvements? Following Blueface's capture, Chrisean Rock burned through no time, making beyond calls that promptly chafed Wack. 100 reports surfaced that she quickly moved into Blueface's home, flagging a reviving of their turbulent relationship. He got another last opportunity for myself, and I got another last opportunity for him. So that is that this choice, without a doubt, didn't agree with Wack 100, who burned through no time in expressing his dissatisfaction in a progression of accusatory remarks. Via online entertainment, Wack 100 pointed fingers straightforwardly at Chrisean Stone, considering her responsible for Blueface's lawful difficulties. He excused her public showcase of help at Blueface's court appearance as just a clout move, implying that her activities were driven by a craving for consideration, as opposed to certifiable worry for Blueface's prosperity. Yet Wack 100's analysis didn't stop there. He proceeded to propose that Chrisean Stone's presence in Blueface's life was the impetus for his probation infringement, crediting his flow quandary to her impact with strong declarations and no deficiency of scorn. Wack 100 painted Chrisean Stone as the antagonist in this unfurling show, finding fault unequivocally on her shoulders are in high power with the famous people go be province prison oak. I got eyes on him, holler to my homeboy MDs from Demon Path. In the midst of the unrest, Blueface's mom Carissa Saffold reverberations, Wack 100 opinions, inferring that Chrisean Rock's activities assume a huge part in her child's lawful difficulties through web-based entertainment posts and obscure messages. She alludes to an example of flimsiness and show encompassing Blueface's connections, proposing that Chrisean Rock's contribution just worsens what is going on. My child isn't intellectually fit to assist her with unloading all of that stuff. She has a ton going on. Analysis of Wack 100's way of behaving emerges as the spotlight movements to his activities in the midst of the continuous dramatization encompassing Blueface, Chrisean Stone, and their ensnared connections, while Wack 100 has rushed to point fingers and cast fault on Chrisean Stone for Blueface's legitimate woes. Theory mounts in regards to his actual inspirations. Ongoing disclosures recommend that Wack 100's inclusion might be driven by private interests, especially concerning Blueface's profession and monetary dependability. Pundits contend that Wack's vocal judgment of Chrisean Stone serves not exclusively to safeguard his